Imagine holding a device, forged by human hands 2,000 years ago, capable of predicting solar eclipses, tracking planetary movements, and mapping the cosmos with breathtaking precision. A machine so intricate, so far advanced, it defies everything you've ever been taught about ancient civilizations. This isn't science fiction. This is the Antikythera Mechanism, a lost supercomputer from ancient Greece that simply shouldn't exist. Today, we're diving deep into the astounding story of humanity's first known analog computer. You'll discover how this single artifact shattered archaeological assumptions, what its complex gears truly revealed, and why its existence challenges our entire understanding of technological progress. More importantly, you'll see how this ancient ingenuity still echoes in the advancements we rely on today, proving that innovation isn't a modern invention, but a timeless human pursuit. For centuries, historians believed that complex geared mechanisms were a medieval invention, emerging around the 13th century. Then, a sponge diver stumbled upon something that completely upended that timeline by more than 1,000 years. In 1901, near the remote Greek island of Antikythera, a team of sponge divers made an astonishing discovery. They found a Roman-era shipwreck, laden with treasures, statues, pottery, and coins. But among the corroded bronze and marble, one object stood out, a calcified lump, roughly the size of a shoebox. Initially dismissed as a rock or a discarded piece of bronze, it lay mostly unnoticed for months. It wasn't until a curator at the National Archaeological Museum in Athens noticed a gear wheel protruding from its side that its true nature began to emerge. This wasn't just another artifact, it was a device, far more sophisticated than anything seen from that era. Could something so advanced have truly been lost to the sea for 2 millennia? Imagine the shock of realizing that an object from a time we considered technologically primitive was, in fact, an engineering marvel. This single find forced a complete re-evaluation of ancient Greek ingenuity, pushing the perceived boundaries of their scientific understanding far beyond what anyone had dared to imagine. It wasn't just a discovery, it was a paradigm shift. It took over 70 years, and the advent of X-ray tomography, for us to truly begin understanding the Antikythera Mechanism's secrets. Beneath its corroded exterior, the Antikythera Mechanism housed an astonishing array of at least 30 intricately meshing bronze gears. Imagine a miniature clockwork universe, packed into a wooden case. It functioned as an analog computer, calculating astronomical positions and predicting celestial events with remarkable accuracy. Researchers used advanced imaging techniques, like X-ray microtomography, to peer inside the fragile fragments without damaging them. What they found was mind-boggling. A differential gearing system, a concept previously thought to be a 16th-century invention, was at its heart. It also incorporated epicyclic gearing, a complex method for modeling irregular planetary motion. The front dial displayed the Greek zodiac and a 365-day calendar, while the back featured 2 large spiral dials. One tracked the Saros cycle, predicting lunar and solar eclipses, complete with the time of day and even the color of the eclipse. The other tracked the Metonic cycle, a 19-year cycle used to synchronize the lunar and solar calendars. How could such precision be achieved without modern tools? It showcases a level of mathematical and mechanical sophistication that is truly humbling. While its astronomical capabilities are astounding, the Antikythera Mechanism wasn't just a celestial calculator. It had a surprising connection to ancient Greek culture and even competitive sports. Beyond its primary function as an astronomical predictor, the Antikythera Mechanism offered a glimpse into the broader cultural context of its creators. One of the dials on the back of the device, alongside the Saros and Metonic cycles, included a small, 4-year cycle indicator. This wasn't for tracking another celestial event, it was specifically designed to mark the timing of the Panhellenic Games, the ancient Olympic Games, the Pythian Games, the Nemean Games, and the Isthmian Games. Think about that for a moment. This supercomputer wasn't just for scholars and astronomers, it was deeply intertwined with the social fabric of ancient Greece, helping to schedule their most important cultural and athletic events. It suggests that the device served not only scientific purposes but also civic and religious ones, integrating celestial observations with human activities. This feature highlights a crucial aspect of ancient Greek thought, the interconnectedness of science, religion, and daily life. Does this change your perception of what ancient technology meant to people? Despite decades of research, the identity of the Antikythera Mechanism's creator remains one of history's most tantalizing mysteries. The sophistication of the Antikythera mechanism points to a brilliant mind, or minds, at work. While we don't have a definitive name, circumstantial evidence and historical accounts offer some strong candidates. Many scholars point to Archimedes, the legendary polymath from Syracuse, who lived a century before the mechanism was crafted. Roman orator Cicero described devices built by Archimedes that could model celestial motions. However, the Antikythera mechanism is generally dated to the late 2nd or early 1st century BCE, after Archimedes' death. Another strong contender is Posidonius, a Stoic philosopher, astronomer, and geographer from Rhodes, who was known to have built astronomical models. Rhodes was a hub of mechanical innovation and philosophical thought at the time. Could it have been an individual of his caliber, or perhaps a workshop of skilled artisans and mathematicians collaborating on such an ambitious project? The inscriptions on the mechanism itself are in a Corinthian dialect of Greek, suggesting an origin in Corinth or its colonies, which included Syracuse and parts of Sicily. This ancient supercomputer wasn't a fluke, it was the culmination of generations of accumulated knowledge in mathematics, astronomy, and precision engineering. It forces us to ask, how many other such devices were created, only to be lost to time? The Antikythera mechanism didn't just challenge our view of ancient technology, it fundamentally reshaped our understanding of innovation itself. The discovery of the Antikythera mechanism isn't just a fascinating archaeological footnote, it's a powerful testament to the cyclical nature of innovation and the fragility of knowledge. For centuries, the advanced engineering it represented was lost, only to be reinvented much later. This highlights a critical lesson: technological progress isn't a linear ascent, but often a series of peaks and valleys, with knowledge sometimes vanishing and reappearing across epochs. Think about how much information we might have lost from other civilizations. The mechanism serves as a humbling reminder of human ingenuity's enduring capacity, even in what we often label primitive times. It compels us to consider the potential for other advanced technologies that may still lie hidden, awaiting discovery. Its existence pushes us to question our assumptions about history and technological development, fostering a deeper appreciation for the complex intellectual heritage of humanity. The Antikythera mechanism isn't just an artifact, it's a symbol of relentless human curiosity and the timeless drive to understand our place in the cosmos. So, what are the key takeaways from this incredible journey into ancient ingenuity? First, the Antikythera mechanism proved that sophisticated analog computing existed over a millennium earlier than previously thought, completely reshaping our historical timeline of technology. Second, it demonstrated the profound interconnectedness of science, culture, and even sport in ancient Greek society, far beyond purely academic pursuits. And finally, its rediscovery reminds us that technological progress is often nonlinear, with invaluable knowledge sometimes lost and then rediscovered across generations. What other ancient technologies do you think are still waiting to be unearthed, challenging our understanding of history? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this dive into ancient supercomputers as mind-blowing as I did, hit that subscribe button and join our community as we explore more hidden histories and forgotten marvels.